Already. We know this man's going to end up sitting at the top of the scoreboard.
Portal closed.
It's just whether or not there's anyone on the other side who can stop him. Primmy's the man we've been looking at, but taking that initial fight, well, it is going to be Primmy to get the kill. Trade is there, and now King steps up, leaving just a couple to try and stand, make it just one. Jip Boy's on the wrong side of the map, plenty of time. And okay, that was a nice shot. A couple more of those, he might have a chance.
Yeah, listen, a few players are low, but that drop out of Hookah is deadly, and they're all stacked up, ready to take the fight. Clean, 2 rifles as well. This is not an easy take by any metric, and Jip Boys has gone down ahead of the take. Now Aspas is farming on the site. 4 already, dropped by Primmy and left to a 1v1. Already a successful bonus, and a chance for a little bit more with Tex on the Outlaw.
Tex is playing it patient, though. All in all, a pretty successful round already for the side of Lev, but at this stage, you still got your sniper. You're gonna sit there and hope that you can take this one over the line. Flash is gonna give the game away, and he's teleported quite far from the site. And he's not got enough time. Oh, no. Governor behind. He's trying to catch someone as they rotate, and actually, the whole team is gonna rotate. They haven't pulled anyone though. Haven't moved. That kill's so important. Mazzino, we've spoken about him being a hero, but it's only going to be the one. The trade, fantastic, and the best opportunity we've seen so far. Ban, trying to play aggressively, though, and that might be a problem.
Yeah, that hasn't worked out. Primmy grabs their eyes, and the back swing from Governor.
King's trying to bait out the idea that he's retreated. He's still going forward. He ran through all of the util. Okay, I've maybe a little bit of an injection of fear, but the rest of the team have still capitalized. Primmy holding his ground on the flank. They've kept this advantage, but for a moment, as Cruz again attempts to TP, this is absolute chaos. Back into a 2v2 scenario. Ult popped as well by Primmy, and now it's just one. Again, we talk about this man. The Prince of Pacific, the new blood, but I don't even know if he's going to peak this in time, and not quite quick enough. Maybe they were scared away. Jip Boys, though, is going to be challenged, but this guy's aim is so crispy. 2 players dead, a third one there, and the third one is probably the one you're most scared of.
Yeah, it would be staying tucked in as well, as Aspa's going to overstay his welcome there. Talon go back towards it, they'd be in trouble. And you have Calm sat inside the pit, cautious that someone could be dropping out, trying to make a play out of Hookah, and well, based on the icons on the map, that might be exactly what we're gonna get. Still sitting around mid is Cruz, looking for the fight. Paranoia goes through. That's ultimately just keeping players in position on A. The full executes the B site. They're gonna bypass the pit and leave Calm basically out of the round. He has to fight from a not so favorable angle. Instead, he's just gonna give it up, drop the pit, and play the retake with his squad. But the re-pit from Talon, that's secure in spawn side. They have a good idea where Com is, that's for sure. And Mazzino's known to be towards A. This round seems to be tied up in a nice bow.
The only problem could...
All the rifles stacked up. Thrash in heaven, ready to be fired out as soon as that deep space is taken. There's the fast lane. That is actually a Dizzy fired up, and a drop down. That's Governor gone. Aspas doubling up, and then Tex comes into the fight. He's being pressured. Actually swings out a little wide. King's there for the trade afterwards, and with 12 seconds left, the pressure's on. Cruz needs to go for it. The shorty's chasing him down, grabbing a rifle. Com finishes it off.
Available. They've got a showstopper. You can't be hitting this site late, and well, it's going to be 40 seconds for Talon to make their move.
Yeah, the rotations are already in. Leviatan again stacked up. They try to pressure after the ult goes through, but King, Tex, Aspas, they're all here. And there's still one man that's flown under the radar. Talon have Jip Boys on 26 HP. It's fair to say the responsibility sits with Cruz, and absolutely nobody rotates now back to A. But this is the first time in a while that Talon are finding the site relatively undefended. And the kill goes in on the other side of the map. Chaos for Leviatan. They're picked off left, right, and center. Mazzino has the pressure on him. The whole squad coming towards him. Bar Jip Boys, who's left behind. A flash on the left, a swing on the right, but the dash keeps him alive. A little slide around for Governor, and with 7 HP, keeps the 5v1 in fruition.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of what Governor's doing is just irrational and annoying, but when you're sat on the other side, it's so difficult to play against. For King, finances are good. You're going to be going into the last round, so you might as well try and challenge this, and Governor again.
Up towards this B site, ult used by Governor. The finger guns are out, but Jip Boy still having that success. Every time they push an angle, this guy's holding. He's good to double up and then some. Mazzino's going to try to deal with him now. Oh, and he's turned at just the wrong moment. But it doesn't seem to matter too much. A 4v2 with Governor's pick.
King's ult, it's been online for a while. I think Mazzino's still wary that they could be on the other side, but the plant's going to be denied. That will allow for a rotation. The fact is they could still go back if they wanted to. A hero desperately needed for the side of Leviatan, otherwise Talon will have at least been able to close the distance from the way that this half started. Don't know if they're going to be given anything, although a few fights offered up to King.
Still a flash for Ban if they need it. Same thing for Primi. Governor doesn't seem to want any help. Going in for the fights by himself. There's the Primi flash, and there's the closer.
They don't get anything off it.
Yeah, Tex was waiting for Primi's peak, but even as he swings out now, he's caught. An opening duel for the side of Talon. They keep their control. And the players still looking to get aggressive around here. There's no need to rotate all too heavily. They've got themselves a nice early advantage. The question is now with 4 players on B, as the timer ticks down, do they start to rotate?
Players over towards long.
4 long.
It's weird. They're almost playing this like an attack. Like, let's group up together. We got one Lurker, our Viper, on the other side of the map.
Here we go.
And well, another one coming up. Mazzino trades one, but Ban's done well. Calm on the Lurk. But he probably knows now that there isn't going to be anyone else here. It's whether or not Aspas can actually retrieve this spike.
No blast packs to get him in and out. And Cruz quickly takes his head off. Calms flank all that remains of the round, and like you said, the spike is down. He's gonna have to probably TP to go and get that. That would give him away. Instead, he's rotating the loud way, the long way, and well, Ban has already spotted him. He's put in a box. 20 seconds left. 4 kills, spike plant, and next to no time to do it. The spams are really what it comes down to, and there's a man right behind him with a knife out. No, okay. Thank you, Cruz. They give up the space. Little tap from Aspas as well. He's making it costly in terms of health, but now he's dropped. Quick peek by Governor's good. Decoy reveals the position to Mazzino, starting to connect the dots on where these players are, and Mazzino wants to make a play, but straight into the entire force of Talon. King steps up when needed. His 4th kill, and an ace might be needed, but the molly buys him a little bit more time. Up quickly as Governor, dashing around, but King's got him. The ace locked in, and the lead.
Though the shot is missed, and now, well, Governor's under real trouble. How has he done that? Arkham has just been absolutely destroyed. He's been made to look a fool. This man is in the spawn fighting absolutely everyone. They can't quite deal with him, and perfect synergy off the paranoia alongside the... Okay, finally, he's been dealt with, but so have the rest of Lev. There's no choice. Mazzino has to save, and he won't be allowed to.
Already decayed.
Yeah, he's taking a risk. Oh, it's a nasty surprise to come. But a trade back again from King. This guy has been on point. 45 seconds on the clock. Seekers being popped as they look to make their move. There's the operator again from Governor. Seemingly unstoppable. Ultimate's going to be there, but doesn't last for long. And now Aspas steps up to the plate. Puts them in an advantageous position. And Ban, whoa, he seemed like he was unaware. But he actually wins that fight.
The wingman's got the plant in. Mosh Pit and Molly and Orbital Strike online. Thrash just in case. Talon need to move quickly to get back into this round, and Ban on 8 HP won't really contribute to that being possible. They're waiting in case there's someone close by. Maybe not yet realizing the post-plant setup they're about to run into. Here comes Orbital Strike to start it. It's halved, but damage is done. 25 and 8.
Oh, no.
In goes Thrash. I actually thought it would be a different order to this with the Mosh Pit coming in next, but they need to be quick now. The Mosh Pit's a little bit late. They've already got it most of the way, but the Diffuser killed just in time. King has saved the day, and Ban is going to save on the other side of the map. That was...
He is not moving. He is standing his ground. Paranoia, but I don't think the timing was there. I don't even know how. Primi has gone down to that, but I guess we'll need a replay of that one. Even still, that's the advantage they were looking for. Governor has to be dead. Yep, not going to be able to reload quick enough. And Cruz still lurking within the smoke. Has a little bit of support, but they do have to be wary of other angles. Mazzino taking the fight. not overextending. Doesn't want to give the game away, and the timing for Cruz wasn't great, but he still got both kills. Tex and Aspas gone. They now have an advantage.
No post-plant utility either. This has got to be defended with pure brawn. Inside the smoke, Mazzino. Oh, it's beautiful! Up until that point, but he got there in the end. Reload in, low HP on one, but Ban's there to take the fight.
But also it's just that late positioning. Com actually has Viper's Pit, but in the meantime, he has taken out Cruz. It's not pretty from Tex. He's only going to get the one. He's done a lot of damage to Governor, though. Ban keeps things even. The trade's back continuous, and Primi, he's got to be careful. The edge of this smoke that's about to fade. Com is waiting, and Aspas is watching. It's left all onto Ban to try and fight back, but Aspas, again,
Yeah,
our
just doing him dirty.
production is toxic.
I love it. I love it. Oh, here we go. Aspas, he's straight in and straight out. No one else able to fight him. Mazzino's gone through the wall. Ban's doing a hell of a job. But now you might even think about taking it another direction. Viper's Pit is up, blocking out Com's access to site. And indeed, the spike is making its way backwards. Even then, okay, it is a retake from Talon on that side. Maybe the Pit can help out in the post plant. What's King 2 away? Won't be getting an orb all that easily. In fact, he might be getting an orb, but just from the death, down to 24 HP. He's ducking. He's made it.
Just about. I like the fact that Talon are not particularly committed on the A site. They've gone, okay, we're going to stack up again. This is something they've done throughout the half, is really take risks with where they're putting their players, but then be happy to play the retake. And in this case, it makes a lot of sense. You've got Dimensional Drift online. You've got the Overdrive for Neon as well. Like, these are ultimates that can take space so ridiculously fast. You go, okay, you can have the site. And especially an ult like this, normally it's a death sentence, but with Yoru's ult, it's a little bit easier to clear.
It may help. The concerns, though, Snakebite and Molly still online for the side of Lev. King playing far away, just looking to drop that in. Stop them where they start. Let's see if the ult, it certainly is, catching them. But it's going to have to be Primi to do the damage. He sees the shorty. He knows what he's up against. Flash goes in. Second flash. And the spray from Com doing so much. The commitment from Primi gets him one, but Com's still breathing. And now a chance to bring this across the line. It's only Ban remaining. This round was looking favored to Talon. They had it all. And the Pit's dropped. Ban's caught one. And with Pit down, he has to go quick. He has to get on that here and now. And he realizes there's just no time to root Com out of position. He's gone straight in, and that was not the play. Tex was very ready for that one. I mean, Cruz's TPs have been interesting. Spray down, not great for Mazzino. It does damage, but doesn't take down the players. Aspas, though, with the wall bang does. And that's a little angle they weren't expecting. Jit Boy's up top. He's made it work before. He's pulled back some rounds. Ban on the side, luckily corrects in time, but he's the last man standing. Couple rounds in a row, tapping away at the head. And he's not going to get a free opportunity. Mazzino, well, maybe he will. We get ADS on that. The 3 players to deal with, time against him, rifle in his hands and economy low. Saving might even be the play that he's going for, but the flash comes out.
As they now attempt the retake to keep them in the map.
Still some post-plant utility. Still got the molly that was fired out, and then King gets a double on the back, just swinging in. Every kill for Leviatan. Barely a scratch of damage, and it's left to Ban. For what feels like the 100th time, but he'll be shut down here. 13-11.
Well, we've always talked about Battle Sage. That's an interesting more, just to get them the opportunity to fight and ignore Heaven. That's the only plan of it, was to try and fight Com, and it succeeded. They've only just spotted out the cam, but they're going to get themselves into the after plant, and Tex is going to have to wait a sec before he can break the door.
I'll tell you what, these guys are not worried about what everyone else does. They're playing their own game out here, that's for sure. Talon losing Ban in the back lines. They send back Primi to try and deal with Aspas, and he's done exactly that. Good round for Primi already. Let's see what else can be done. Governor, oh, he's caught by Mazzino. That's the double kill that puts Lev back in it. And with Cruz on the site, he will not last long. Isolated, Primi's gonna go for the ace. The wall drops at just the wrong time.
Well, we need to make sure that we're not being locked in. We're gonna be able to escape, and well, you can see Mazzino attempting a couple of things, but it is all too easy for the side of Talon. No damage done whatsoever. Primi still fragging away. He's already got his res online. Is that Aspas is somewhat stuck in this corner, and well, blink and you miss it. 3 dead.
Well, I don't know how you recover from this one. Mizzino hoping that they run into his trap, but that's not going to be the case. Big rotation, he just about misses his window. Does feed the information over, but look at the mid play from Jit Boys. He's there at just the right time. Calm left alone. Odin in hand. This will be a play that I'll remember for the rest of my life if it works out, but he won't even get the first.
That reminds me of your Odin plays.
That for sure. Probably the first time Lev are coming up against it, unless they've had a crazy ranked game. Spam close for Calm, but they've managed to evade it just about. And so the site control and the plant goes to Talon. The advantage, not quite there, but Lev have to push into them. And Aspas is miles away.
Privy, I feel like we're back on day one ascent. Yeah, we're watching over the top of the wall, but doesn't quite get anything. Com does, though. This time the spam has connected. They're going to work out where Primi is as if they didn't already know, and he couldn't quite get the second. It looked like he was almost bang on, putting things into an advantageous position for that defensive side on the retake, and the shots just aren't connecting. Cruz trying to cling to life. Around. A wrong angle taken or given up. In fact, it's going to be the flash. Not a bad trade, but even still, they lose Cruz. This time, they can't bring him back.
Well, Jit Boys goes down, and Jit Boys is back in the fight. Has a little bit of time to try to make this happen. Watch out for Deadlock. Already popped the ult, looking to detain somebody, and in fact, the player dies to the wall bang of Calm, who's pulling out the classic for a little bit more. Jit Boys denied a second wind, and Primi 80 HP. Spike down, 40 seconds left. Trap waiting on his left side if he runs down the stairs. He's heard it, so he knows. He can't even stand there and shoot unless he finds the trap first. Nice shot onto Calm. Now the spike can be retrieved and site can be approached. Maybe the plant goes through, and a retake with King and Mizzino, two very strong players. But it's an opportunity for Primi to show what he's worth.
Spike planted.
We've already seen some impressive stuff. This would have to be the best, and
unlucky.
Unfortunate timing.
And Hunter's Fury. Nice.
And that's going to lock them in, stuck in position. Com's already going to find an opener, and there's nowhere for Jit Boys to go. Primi, though, still on top of the wall, has managed to put this back into an advantageous position, and even better one. The only real issue for them now is that time. 30 seconds left on the clock. Com is waiting. In fact, the rotation's coming in from King, back to the back of the site, exactly where he thrives. King is trying to slow them down, but it's going to be on Com. Everything's on Com to try and hold the line. The reposition, he's wary that he's being surrounded, and he is slowly closed in, and it's Primi with a third kill of the round again. 13-4 right now.
Said he's going to be trying to catch them, I guess, deeper in. Lots of pings coming in from Talon. Tex catches Jit Boys and corrects on the Cruz. Ready for someone to be up top while Com spams away to ban and dodges the Hunter's Fury. There's nothing to be recovered here for Governor. Oh, they just suppressed Tex. The trap wire on B lane's not active anymore, and Governor's able to swing as a result. 17 HP. Com almost got his counterpart, but instead, he's the one spammed down, and Tex has to recover! He's got a double, and kept them in it. Blade Storm active for Aspas. He has the operator, but he's using this to be the tip of the spear. Already fired off one knife, and no success found. Paranoia goes through. Cruz and Primi sat on site. Smoke goes up. That keeps them with a little bit of protection. I like it from Jit Boys. That op's not going to be quite as effective, and even the Blade Storm, a risk will have to be taken. Aspas swaps out to the rifle. Now here comes the blitz. King's coming in from the laneway, from the stairs, pardon. The laneway is the Blade Storm. No, the shots don't land. It's messy, and it's King. Well, the utility will be cut out to start this. Talon looking to approach, but, well, Aspas has other ideas. That shot almost lands. A block of ice gets in the way, and the second shot not quite quick enough. He can't go up and over with the updraft, but does some serious damage. Governor, well, he's getting healed up quite a bit. He'll be back up to 100. But Primi has lost his life in the meantime. A little off angle that they weren't expecting. Mizzino grabs it, Cruz is down, and now they're looking to seize that last player. He won't be in the cocoon, but he won't be in the round either.
He's seen it. He's going to call for the cavalry. They're going to try and fight this. They want to brawl with the side of Talon, but for now it's just an even trade. And Talon think better of it, but it's pushing them back in towards Tex, who is now hiding within the site. It seems like they have an idea. Van definitely has an idea. Unfortunately, he can't do anything about it, and now they're going to continue to battle and brawl. Mizzino lost, but Tex is going to get that spike, and they're waiting for Jit Boys. It's left on to Primi.
A man who can definitely bring this across the line, even in a tough situation like this. Leviatan need to be careful, and they don't know where he is. They found out, though.
2 kills or more is needed for this to be costly. There's already the burst, but the trade's coming in thick and fast. How has Primi come out with 2? It's now left on to just Aspas into a 1v2 scenario, and they managed to win it. The special from Cruz. He loves to go for these pop flash plays. Even still, it's only going to be the 1-for-1 trade. The ult was lost in the middle. Governor waiting. It's another kill with the Odin and the spam back on the other side, but the advantage sits with Talon.
2 players spotted, and they know where Calm is. That's every piece of information there for the side of Talon. They've got all the players jotted down in their positions. 45 seconds left. Nade is good. It's forced King back. He can't take the space any longer. Smoke goes down. An attempt to delay them that little bit further to make them think it's still an A hit while they shift to the other side of the map. 33 seconds left. And it's only 1 player on B. Governor, Reveal, Shock Dart, and an Odin. He's going to have to do it by himself. If he goes down without a kill, this round may be favored to Lev again.
He's, again, just holding an off angle. He's not going to get hit, but it's King with the drive-by. Odin gone, sight gone, and it's going to have to be the retake. This was looking like a solid position from Talon, but it's very quickly divulged into an advantage for the other side. And with the TP online for King, he can reposition late into the round if needed. But it seems like with the attack side Odin, they're going to hold that back site.
Yeah, now this is where the trouble begins. You've already used the reveal at least, but Calm just firing out shock darts. A little misread on how quickly Talon are looking to take this. Only now stacking up and making the push. They've caught Calm, they've caught King. It's Aspas to do it all. And Primi hits it. That's when the trap's going to get you. Nice shot by Tex. Well, that's the man that you need to take down. And the best part is he can't bring himself back to life.
Yeah, no matter how many kills he gets. Oh, he's gonna get caught. Annihilation utilized. There's nobody even remotely close to try and deny that one from happening. That's an easy kill for Mazzino. A lot of the time that ult will go astray. Governor rotating into position, but they're gonna be revealed. Jit Boys is gonna try and catch a timing, and he has done just that, but he doesn't get anything for it. The movement too good. The pop flash is great, but so is the net. Well, Governor, it's going to be the same again.
Lev just about to walk around the corner, and it's a clean shot from Ban. Although the Hunter's Fury is activated, looking for some victims. Nice kill coming in from Jit Boys. The numbers stay favored for Talon, and they've got the control. They've got control with the wall inside B main, but they've rotated fully, leaving that side of the map open.
Yeah, it's mainly middle where the biggest threat will be. I think the timing from Primi is pretty much perfect. I mean, he knows when that wall is going to break. Makes his way back into the site before anybody could possibly get through. The only problem is middle, and there you go. It's been completely abandoned. Governor will fall, puts things back into an even scenario and puts the pressure back onto this young man again. 14 seconds left, they've dashed past, but he's repositioned, looking to hold the line, and Aspas obliterates him. Not this time. 2 remain to try and pull this back for Talon.
Oh, they're still going to try it. Cruz ult not that useful here realistically, and with Jit Boys walking it through, the flash was there to fight out of the smoke. They didn't expect someone to be in it and running through his own nade. Cruz gonna try to make it work. You can see it. Some serious success here in catching them off. He couldn't find the kills, but this time it's different.
It's only gonna be the one though, and then that's the problem. It almost seems too little too late. There's going to be Aspas just executing Primi, and he wants a little bit more. Feeling it at this point. Plant will finally come in, but look, the wall is blocking off another. And Aspas just holding onto the angle. Got so much still to play with Jit Boys. Well, he's going to try and bring himself back from the dead, and he will. But they're just running away from him. They're avoiding him. They want him to try and make a play through this, and in the meantime, Aspas just still holding on to heaven.
Talon as well. They've been interesting, but here is their final stand, potentially. Already 1 man down. Aspas grabs Cruz on the quick blitz. Mazzino follows up as well. Governor and Primi, 2 big players in the last map. And for this squad now have it all to do. 5 players to take down, 3 more rounds after. It's not an easy feat, and it's left just to this man. He's shy of an ace. 4 more kills needed to lock it in, to close this round, and then look for 3 more. It's a long road back. And it looks like Leviatan have done it. The time ticking away, and 3-man firing squad waiting for the swing. It's done. America's #1 for a reason, Leviatan.